just gonna go to YouTube and see if I can get this up. I just want to make sure that it's all working before So I should turn this up. Turn that up a bit. That should be alright, I think. Okay, I might just have to speak up a bit. Right. Okay, we're live, I think. Everything seems to be working. Let me know in chat if something isn't working, and I can hopefully fix it. This is my first time live streaming, so I really have no idea what I'm doing whatsoever. 2 viewers, wow, okay. The gist is, what I want to do today is basically be able to scrape a BBC Good Foods website for a recipe, and then be able to insert it into a Notion sort of document like this. And yeah, so I need to get a whole load set up first, which should take a while because I need to get, I've done a bit, like I've got my environment variables and I've linked up to Notion, so that should be fine. But I need to start by getting Selenium installed, which could, you know, we'll just see what happens. From Selenium. I don't really, this is my first time live streaming, so I really, it's gonna be very scrappy. So just, please excuse me. I don't want to do this, I'll just start it in main and then abstract it later. Just gonna where is WebScript? I'm just gonna, I've done this, oh no, that uses Beautiful Soup. I just need to get the setup, and I've done this before, but it's been a while since I've done web scraping, and I'm using Selenium, so the setup for that takes quite a while. Selenium test, that would probably work. Yeah, this will work. We'll just paste. I just want to do the setup first. Oh, sugar, that's wrong. Do that. If I get all the setup done, I can get this going. Yeah, that seems right. Headless. Yes, we want this browser to run headless. User agent. Path. No, actually it's literally // Chrome driver.exe. It doesn't like me. Well, I really hope this works. Otherwise it'll be quite embarrassing. And then let's just do a quick test. Driver.get, because we're just going to send a GET request to this URL here. get that. And then I believe we need two. Actually, yeah, let's just print driver dot. Title. And we'll create a debug script for this. And I'm just gonna actually forget that. Close repo. Cool. Add all this. Of course, I'll upload all this code to GitHub once we're done. Initial commit. Commit that. And then let's create a debug Python file. Is it gonna let me? Nice. Oh, so it does have a thing. The currently active. No, I want to. Sure, let's just do that. And we'll add configuration, Python, that one. Why? Oh my goodness. Everything seems to be going wrong here. This just isn't formatting nicely. VS Code hates me. Selenium's going to be a pain to work with, but 3 viewers, wow, okay. That was fast. I'm just getting our debugging session set up here so I can test the program. Run Python. We actually want to run main.py on the integrated terminal. That'll work. Just stop everything and run that. So many calls. That one there. Session. Oh no. Oh, selenium. I don't want to jinx this by saying this will be short-lived, but I'm gonna have to go through this whole installation program. Let's kill that then. There we go. Pip install Selenium. That'll get that going. In Python 3 is in the MSI. Start command. That's literally just installing it. Now you can run your test script. If you have pip on your system, you can install Python bindings. What's you can do for PIPI? Requires a driver interface. Choose a browser, Firefox. Okay, so here we go. Failure to observe this. Right, I'm gonna delete the one I currently have. Get rid of that. And I'll actually add that to get ignore. Oh shit. Sorry. Oh no, I just exposed my key. Ah! That's the one thing I want to avoid. Oh no, that was fast. I had it set up on my git ignore and everything .env and I just exposed. Wow, okay. Oh no, I might have to change that then. Okay, that was bad. Whoops. Let's download this in. What's my Chrome version? Without Google Chrome. 91. Download that one. Win 32. What do I do with this? Let's see. I can't believe it only took me, what is that, how long we left for? 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Extract all. Just do that here. And then I can pull that down into VS Code. And just drop it in the main folder there. And it was the .gitignore I wanted to add it to. I'll just add chrome driver.exe. Actually, no, I might leave it in. No, I won't. Will I? No, we'll leave it in for now. Let's see if that works. I mean, I haven't finished the installation process, which I should probably finish, but it might be worth a good job. Yes, I know. I'm an idiot. Is that Dev Noken? Oh, yes! It's yelling errors at us, but that works. Get rid of that. I'll also get rid of that. And we can go back here. Because that is the title, right? Nice. Okay, that was straightforward. We've got it all set up. So, recipe, let's do a new file. Call this fetch. Yeah, fetch.py. Py? That's probably a good name. And I'll just cut all that and put it in here. Define setup. I can just return driver. I'll take this as a URL, which will be a string. And what's the type of the return? Options. This will return a WebDriver.Chrome instance. Dope. I can add I'll add error handling in later. Right now, this is just me sort of creating scrappy code. Or not scrappy. Well, Tom Scott has a name for it. I don't know quite what the name is though, off the top of my head. Bodge, that's what it's called. The art of Bodge, that's what it is. I'm just bodging this code together at the minute. I'll make it look beautiful for when I upload it to GitHub. So define, how do I want to call this? Well, we've called it fetch, so I'll call it fetch here then. This will take the URL, which will again be that string. And we'll call setup, and that'll get that URL. Driver equals setup. Oops. Param URL of site to fetch, and this will be initialize headless Chrome browser. Dope. Cool. I don't know what quite this is going to return yet. I'll just set none at the minute. We can change that later. And so fetch a site from a given URL, and this will be param URL of site to fetch. One viewer. Oh no, everyone's left. Oh, we had a few and they've all gone. Code isn't that interesting on camera, and neither am I, so it makes sense, I guess. Let's. Now that I have that site, we need to get the body. Body. Where's the body? That's embarrassing. I kind of swore on camera. Where am I? Yeah, I had a mild brain fart there. Introduction. Locating element. This is what we want. Now we want to extract the element from the site. And this is where it starts getting confusing. DevTools. Disable responsive. Powered by AMP. We want to find everything within the methods. This is what we'll start with. I'm gonna create a new file called recipe.py, and this will just be a class recipe. Why is that giving me red lines? Oh, my linter's just slow. Fetch. We need to go back here then. This will be the run method. This will then define. We've got setup. We now need to define get element. Get extract recipe. And that'll take the driver, which will be a webdriver.chrome. And that will return, I'll have to import from recipe boot.recipe, import recipe. This will return recipe. Not many people do the whole type hinting thing, but I think it makes the code look quite nice, so I'm going to stick with it. Driver dot, and we have this here. I'm going to guess that that class is going to be pretty unique, so. Don't really want this. Oh no, don't get rid of that. No, I had it. No. Oh, damn it. Let's go here and extract. We'll just get this whole section. Copy that. Actually, how does it want us? Find element by class name. Find element by class name. This is why I do the type hinting up here, because it's so that it gives us the auto suggestions there. So we can get rid of all that. Or should I? Nah. I'll stick with that. That'll be plural. This will be methods list equals that, and I'll print it. Hopefully we only get one. Print method list. Method list. Fetch. We'll get the driver. We'll then extract recipe by providing it with that driver. Bada bing, bada boom. Go back to the main page, the main file, and we'll say from recipe book import fetch. We'll say fetch.fetch. Oh no, I got rid of the URL, didn't I? Yeah, I lost the URL. Here. Spicy bean tacos. If you are actually looking for a good recipe, I actually do recommend this. I made it a few weeks ago, and it's really good actually. Obviously this URL will be plastered throughout this, because this is what I'm using to test it. I'll find a few more later to make sure that the scraper actually works. 7 warnings, oh no. Skip frames, oh no. Oh no, this is just sticking a middle finger up at our internet. 25% skipped frames. Oh goodness. That's fun. So that'll fetch that. Yeah, let's just run it. That's all I need to do. It's not returning anything yet. Let's see, will I get an error? DevTools. VS Code takes its time to set up its DevTools. None. Okay. No, that's fine. Actually, can I just do it by XPath? Is this... That's a long XPath. Fetch, so we're fetching it. If I actually called it, it would help if I called it. So we set driver call setup, that returns the driver. I'll just print driver.title. Just to make sure I've not that's working. And then we'll extract recipe method list equals driver.find elements by class name. Recipe list method setup, blah 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 blah. I'll delete that. Just call it that. Let's try that. And run. Still one viewer. I wonder who keeps coming and going, if it's the same person or not. DevTools. Warning, warning, warning. Oh, that gave us something that time. Why don't I use that singular then? Find element method. We'll say method and we'll literally just print method. We'll see if that does the same thing or if that gives us an error now. I know we only have one viewer, but if you have a question, leave it in chat. I should do a better job of checking viewers. Yeah, that works. Dope. Let's tab and do... What is it? Oh, type of... This testing thing's going to take ages. Why isn't... There's probably is a method of caching this. Close that over. Close that over as well. A web element. To the documentation! Locating elements returns a web element. By tag, by link, by XPath, by name, by ID. That? These are test cases. Oh, that's for testing. No, I'm using Selenium for its... I wouldn't say actual power. It is a testing library, I think. Locating by ID. No, we've located it now. And then we do that. Right, so then we have that. We need to get each individual step. So how do I do it by XPath? I'll then just do it by class name again. Then I'll do method.find element by class find. Why is it not method.find elements by... Have I got Selenium.WebDriver? Just so I can get the heads up solutions, I'll do WebDriver.remote.web element dot web element. And hopefully I'll get autocorrect selection. Well, is this going to give me anything? Method dot find. That was pointless. I'll just get rid of that then. It does look good. That's why I have it. Also, this is useful. We'll pay. Nope. I need to go back and copy that again. Still one viewer. Cool, cool, cool. Grouped lists. Paste that in there. And then we'll say steps equals that. And that should give me a list then of objects. An unordered list. Yeah, because it's only child. Oh no, it needs to list. Group list. And then I'll do 2 underscores list. And that will give me the list, hopefully. And then print steps. Locating by XPath. Oh, still more errors. I'm sorry for the drop frames. Is it bad? I'm not sure how bad it is. I can't see my stream. Let me check it. I'm just gonna watch it to see how bad it is. Do I get any retweets? No. Oh, that's did get retweets. Whoops. Where's my live stream? There it is. Still one viewer. It looks alright. I think the stream, I don't know, stream quality looks alright. Nothing exceptional, but seems to do. I drank so much water here. How do I then? This documentation is weird. Would it be in here? Ah, here we go. This is what we've been looking for. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Because these are just returning web elements. Yeah. Let's go back up here. Nope, it's this one, isn't it? Web element. Yeah. The remote, the web element. Dot clear, dot find element. So this is just finding stuff within it. I just want to see. I want to print all the elements. Doesn't allow me to do that. Where is it? I should really rename the stream. Reading documentation with Angus. Wow. Get property. It's displayed as enabled, is selected. Screenshot, send keys. No, I don't want to do that. I'd just like to literally print. That could work. That could work. Oh, what am I doing? It's get plural. Then we'll do steps equals method dot find element group list dot then find elements by class name Just in case they have any extra things, like ads are just stuck in the weirdest of places. PB list item. We'll copy that then. Let's do that. List item. And we'll find that. That should work. And then that'll give us that. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I should just figure out how to do XPath. Oh, it would be so much easier. Okay, so what's happening? so far, what we've done, what I'm trying to do is scrape the BBC Good Foods for the content of it. So far what we've done is I've set up a browser that runs headless, so it means it doesn't render out anything. And it gets this web page because all the browser does is render HTML or JavaScript or whatnot. So this program so far fetches that document, renders it internally, and then I'm currently this stuff here extracting. I'm trying to get the methods by using a mixture of classes and IDs that are in this document, so that I can get the method, which means I can format it nicely in the one way that I want to, if that sort of makes sense. I may have slightly butchered that explanation, but let me know if it made sense. It doesn't. I want to just print Python list all attributes of objects. I've searched for this a few times, I think. A dot underscore underscore dict steps dot underscore underscore dict dot keys. I just want to I want to be able to see what I've selected, because it won't print it for me. I don't know if I need to run reprot or something instead rather than print. Logic. Okay, I hope that sort of made sense. Doing its thing, there it is, and boom, error. List. Oh, that's because that's good actually. For step in steps, that means it's found it, which is really good. What we're looking for. Let's run that. Is it gonna want to do anything for me? How's the audio? Is the music too loud, too quiet? Am I too loud or too quiet? It's something I can't really test easily. Step is not defined. Oh, I cannot type, that's the problem. There we go. Save that, run that. That's good, that's got it. So now then, if I have this, I need to get then the div, then the p. I need to just figure out XPath. How to XPath, hence the name. Bit quiet, the music, so I will turn up the music a bit then. There we go. Is that better? Current selected node. So I'll go here. The stream lag's weird. I'm expecting it to be instant, but it's not. I don't know how long it is either. I would like to Why did I... Can I stop that? Stop both of them? Yes, good. Good stuff, good stuff. Then... So that's getting all those steps. So the 4 step in steps. We want to s equals steps dot step dot find element by XPath. Why are these not hyperlinked? I think it's 4. Nope. CSS electrical. Where is it? XPath. Did I scroll right past it? I did. XPath is the language for locating nodes in XML document. HTML can be implemented. So I want to say where we are now. Slash div slash p, I think. Yeah, but I want that div to say at class equals. I'll actually have to do double quotes so I can do these single quotes inside. Still 1 viewer. Also, do you have... Oh, that's quite funny. Coding stream. I'd go. No, just mine. Actually, yeah, I do. Go to my Nether portal and there's a trapdoor on the floor. You go through a ravine, and then underneath the ravine, you're in the cave. Class name equals, getting sidetracked already, editor contents. Let's save that. And then print s.text. I'll print s as well, just to see if we get anything wacky coming from that. That should work though, I'm hoping. I really am hoping. It got something. Oh, step that finds. It got something. Not the right thing. I got these. I got that. Not what I'm after. Oh, this is gonna be more hard than I thought. It shouldn't be editor content then, so I don't want to do that. I'll do that then, and I want to get the first form because we're, you know, index zeros are apparently illegal here. We'll run that. This takes so long to run. Found it, thank you. No problem. Please just don't take much of my stuff. I'll come on later and I'll give you some free stuff if you want. What the heck are we getting now? We and our partners store access information on a device such as cookies. Yeah, you use cookies to improve performance, so do I. I don't actually have any cookies with me. Cookies are great. Web cookies are great. Normal cookies are great. Tracking cookies are where things start to get a bit dodgy. It's a grey smear zone. Because on one hand I'd rather get relevant ads, but on the other hand, you know. I mean, I'm personally fine with it. I'd rather have a free internet than have to pay for information. Kinda poggers. I don't know what that's referring to, but I'll say yeah. People came and people went. I don't know where they all went though. Where the heck did that... Where's that even fetching it from? Okay, what other things can we fetch? That's testing. Yuck, get away. I mean, I shouldn't have said that. Why can't these things just have IDs? It would make my life so much easier. Fetch ID 1, fetch ID 2, call it a day. Project over. My quality of life improvement has been quality of lifeified. XPath. Inputs. The fact that you got something. The fact that you got something. I think that was a major typo because I cannot understand anything. No offense. Oh. I should just rename the stream to Reading Documentation with Angus. And it'd be like a rainbow. Because that's all we're doing at this stage. Kind of poggers. Find enemy. Find link text. XPath. Find by tag name. Let's try that one. Is that number with our codes? The fact that you got something with our code. Okay, let's just find element by tag name P. Let's try that. Find element by tag name. Is it one word or two words? We'll do P. Let's run that. Let's run that and see what happens. Yay! It works! No viewers. Wow, it works and everyone leaves. That's funny. I had no viewers when I just went and celebrated. That's quite funny. So we have our steps there. This is our steps container. So we'll say for step in steps container. Steps is a list. Okay, no, now I need to create my recipe. I'll see. Define underscore int underscore self steps. Steps will be a list of strings, and this is returning none to my knowledge. With our code. Steps equals steps. Nope, I need to do self.steps. Wow, my brain is just going blank on stream here. This is embarrassing. Recipe. I can't. Oh, this microphone's in the way of me typing. Recipe object for storing fetched recipe data. Cool. driver config fetch. So that's I should just set it as a default equal to that, so I can just create my recipe. Recipe equals recipe. And I'll do then recipe dot. I can add an error handling later. Recipe dot steps dot append s. And just return recipe. Half the problem with coding is sometimes that when you create variables that are so topical, like if you're creating a pizza ordering system, you type pizza and base and toppings so much that words lose their meaning. So recipe is going to lose all its meaning by the end of today. Okay, so we've got that. This is to extract the method. This is going to be a really long function. So I'm tempted to abstract it into several other smaller ones. Or put it in the recipe class as a static method. I don't know. Because I'm not going to need this any other time. I may as well just make it one big one. I'll then say that, wow, that was fast. Way faster than me. Too sad. Extract ingredients list. That's probably next. That's a good shout. Let's do that. Oh, this one will be more fun. No, it won't. That was a mild joke. These are all in the same container. One big flex box. Copy and paste that. Recipe list equals driver.find element by class name. Paste that in there and we'll get rid of all this responsive stuff. And I'm gonna guess this actually follows a similar structure to this one here. And that this will be a... Oh, this could be interesting actually. Never mind, 4. Well, okay. Okay. This one could be more tricky because it's split into subsections. Although if it's grouped, it should be easier. Because if you... Yeah, that's a section. So I want ingredients. So I'll need to do a for loop for each section. I'll just then say sections equals recipe list dot find elements by tag name. and we'll call that section. Is it section? Yeah, section. And my brain's starting to wander here. Keeping track of all this stuff gets confusing. So we have a section. Let's compare sections. We have a heading and we have an unordered list. So we need to, for section and sections dot so there's an unordered list within each section. A class will be oh, nothing makes sense anymore. A recipe will have an ingredient list. Ingredient list, which doesn't inherit anything. Define underscore init self. What have they called it here? Heading 5. This is heading, and then ingredients, which is returning none. This one will be a string. This one will be a list of strings, and I'll set it initially just empty so I can do stuff with it later. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna set them both initially just equal to empty. Self.heading equals heading, and self.ingredients equals ingredients, and they equal, just want to check my spelling. That's annoying. They've literally just added that it auto adds the second line, so I'm still going to type the full thing. This is a list of ingredients for a recipe. That should auto format. Thank you very much. Hang on, if I check this. Okay, what's this for? Sections dot. What do I need to do here? Find elements. Tag name. I'm very uncreative here. Just literally doing tag name. Dot ul. Actually, what happens if I do for sections? Oh no, because that is a list. For section and sections, we'll pass. Yeah, I'm a muffin. Of course it'll work. And then I'll do self dot ingredients equals ingredients. We'll copy that. That's steps, and that is a ingredient list, which will initially equal ingredient list instance. They come after, so I need to move this up, move that down, Yep, that works. Never. I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat here. Such a long call. Tag name will be H3. So this is to get the title of the section. Okay, so I need to throw a try, and I'll catch a. It's giving me the exception that it gives here. No such element exception. From selenium.comment.exceptions import. What's it called? No such element exception. Yeah, so it does exist. I just want to check that I've got the right one. I'll catch that. Any other errors will have to perish. Oh no, that's not catch, it's accept. Whoops, I'm not going to catch anything. If it catches, it can error out. Okay, so I'm still don't understand anything. So are you making progress? Yeah. That's quite funny. Making partial progress. We have the method of the recipe fetched from the website. So that script's all set up. Like we've got this. I'm just currently trying to get on the ingredients. The problem with ingredients is that they have these headings as well. So I need to filter through this list and extract data in a way that makes sense so I can upload it to my database. So yeah, we are making progress. It's just slowly at this stage. There's nothing visual at this stage. All the stuff that will make it like look like we are making tons of progress will come later on. Which I'm already starting to realise this is a bad, probably not the best project to pick in the world because there's no visual progress. If I made like a website, you could see stuff getting added to it. But right now you can't really see anything. So have heading equals that. Recipe.ingredients .append with a new. Actually, I've only imported recipe. I also need to import ingredient list. So we've created a recipe. I'll now append it with a new ingredient list. Oh, that was a mild voice crack there. That's not heading. We need to then say recipe. I could just index it, but recipe.ingredients at index -1. Because this is, yeah, this will be fine. Heading. Is that what it's called? Yeah, dot heading equals that. Except otherwise it'll just stay blank. Leave. No heading exists. Just leave as blank string. Heading. Section heading exists. So then what should we do? We will try. I need to do for ingredient in section dot get get elements guys, get elements by tag name. That's not the finest way to do it, but it'll do the job. I'm gonna do the exact. I'm just gonna copy and paste this, because for whatever reason they might not actually exist. They just added a section heading for fun. Actually, no. If they do that, that'll be weird. I'll come across that error and do it manually. Find element by tag name. This whole process is the whole epitome of spend 10 hours automating something that can take you 10 minutes. But it's so much cooler. Who would ever want to do something manually, you know, when you can automate it? That's the best. My brain's going totally blank here. Find element by tag name. Oops. Nope, we don't want elements. We want the singular element, and this will be the unordered list. And then that will return that, and then we'll say find elements by tag name, and that will be list item. Hit pass on that. Please tell me it doesn't have a P in it. Oh, some of them have links. That's cool, I guess, and I'll just get .text from that. I'll then say recipe.ingredients at index ingredients at index -1 ingredients append ingredient.text. My goodness, that is such a long line. This could totally be done by XPath, but hey ho. What else have we got going on here then? That should be that actually. Why don't I do that? Once we have that, I'll then say for. Actually, I'll just print it. Recipe.ingredients.heading. Ingredients at -1 heading, and then I'll say print recipe.ingredients at index -1 .ingredients at -1. dot ingredients. Yeah, sure. And that'll return a string. Let's run that. I really hope this works because I haven't actually tested it and we've just written all that code. So I have some faith. Whether it returns the right thing is on the fence. It'll return something though. Oh, that's my bad now. Ingredients is an ingredient list. I need to be... How have I... This is now my data structure choice is poor. Ingredients equals ingredients, which will be a list of strings. Oh no, and there needs to be a list. There needs to be a list of that, and initially that'll be empty. Cool, let's roll with that. That will work now. Say, kill that and run this. I'm just gonna slide that over there. Yes. 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 Okay. I just need to fix this. The headings aren't working, but the ingredients are. As you can see down here, they're all... Oh, this is good. I'm smiling way too much. That's good. So heading... Oh, dot text. That'll set that. So if I hit run again, that should work now. I was assigned the actual web element that was returned to the class instead of the actual instead of the text. So we got those web elements returned there. Selenium isn't crazy fast, like that's... I mean, I don't know what I expected, to be honest. Like, it's probably a big web page, and because it's React, it's trying to render it. That works. Genuinely, I think that might nearly be us done. I'm crazy interested in nutritional value. These tags could be quite good actually. I'll need the title. Although, what is the title? Page title. I just literally removed the last 4 items of that. I need to just get that. Actually, I could literally just get that. Yeah, let's do that. Post header title. Copy that. We'll say, yeah, I should probably extract these into separate functions. Extract recipe name equals driver dot find element by class name, that title, and then we'll say recipe dot, let's go to recipe and I'll assign a new variable here called, so we have steps. I'm going to say title is probably the first one. Title is a string that equals blank initially. Oh, we're moving with some momentum now. Self dot title equals title. Recipe dot recipe dot title equals recipe name dot text. Save that, and then I'll print that. Recipe dot text. Nope, not text. Everything's merging into one title. That's tile. Yeah, that'll of course give us errors. Missing a T there. Put title in. Save and run. And I'm just gonna, whilst that's running, get started on extracting the recipe description. Oh, whoops. Created a new file there by accident. Recipe description. Say recipe description equals driver.find element by class name. Did that run? Yay, it did! And it works. Brilliant. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Where will we get the element from? Oh no. Oh no, it's a P. There's no... Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh wow, this is something that's come up. If you use a dollar, right click inspect on the object you're trying to find next path. Right click on the highlighted area. Right click. Copy. Oh my goodness, it just does that? By XPath. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Recipe dot description therefore equals driver dot no recipe description dot text. I'll then also just go here and just set it as a default thing just for my own OCD and documentation description equals description, and we'll add that up here. Description is an str obviously, and 2 quotes like that, and we'll hit save there. Boom, wonderful. Like that. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 0 viewers! Yay! Amazing. I need like an alert to pop up on the stream just when someone joins, because I have that few. I mean, I don't know why I expect. I of course expected literally no one to watch this, but hey ho. Hey ho. That's cool, that's working now. We have that. I'll then print that. Dot description. Save that, run that, and then let's start working on the tags. This will be an unordered list. I'm getting so many warnings here. Let's see if that worked. Yes, it did. I should have known that that XPath thing existed before. That's good stuff. This microphone's cool. Cool. Let's then do that. So the list. I think this whole thing's an unordered. Wait, what's the unordered list? No, that's the unordered list. Unordered list item. I'm just gonna copy XPath. Extract recipe tags. Recipe tags container. Driver.find elements. Still no viewers, huh? Yeah. It says you aren't even a viewer. It says right now in Streamlabs that I have 0 viewers, so that's fun. People did receive. We had a few at the start, but they all left. XPath. Paste that there. Whoa, that's a long one. Unordered list, and then I'll need to say for tag in recipe tags container pass just like that, and then for each one get the name. Oh yes, indeedy. Almighty, it says 1. Alright, yeah, it's just you. Other people did say they would watch, but I guess they were busy. Just delete element. Whoa, that's cool. I need to reload that now. Well, it's just constantly re-rendering itself. Re-render, 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 re-render. There it goes. Keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. React is oh, it's still going. Still re-rendering. React's an interesting thing. Very interesting. Then I need to get copy full XPath. Oh, then paste that. Because we're at that already. So I'll delete that, and we'll say my chair keeps sinking. I'm consistently sinking through this chair, probably. This chair, the stream. I need to replace the arm on it. Driver dot find. No, I need to do tag dot find element by XPath. Open bracket. Open that, and close that. And then this will be tag name equals that. Then I need to go to recipes. Self.tags equals will be a list of strings like that, and that will equal tags. Say tags equal tags, which is a list of strs, will equal just initially empty, like that. That's not going to go into new line automatically, is it? Nope. Oh well. Touche. I don't actually know what that means. YT it says one. Yeah. We'll then say recipe dot tags dot append tag name dot text. That'll put the text in. Cool, yeah, that'll work. Then we'll just print recipe.tags. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to hit run on that. Is it going to want to run for me? Taking its time. Taking its time. Black bean tacos, all the ingredients. And it got prep. Interesting. Interesting. Where the heck did they get prep from? It's got that. How's it got that? These are part of separate elements. Welp. Copy XPath. ID next. Div3 main div section div ul. Oh, phew. I'll just find element by element by tag, is it? Find an element, yeah, by tag name. Almighty, 5 likes though. I've had more likes than views. People just liked it before the people liked it before the video, the stream went live, and then left, which is kind of sad. The chat's just, it's just you. Oh well. Oh well. I just have to do it again sometime. Because I only tweeted this out like an hour before I started live streaming. By tag name. Because we have this. I have that list item. I need to get then .div. And then dot. This is probably not very performant, but the find element by tag name. Span.text. Right, let's run that. See if this does anything. If this works, I'll do a quick commit, and then something else. We'll move on to the next thing because we'll have fetched all the data by this point. Which was actually, if this works, it'll be way quick. Oh, well, okay. No such element exception. Holy moly, look at all those variables. Copy XPath. Paste that. I'm just going to shift that over by a few just so they're in line. Why is that formatting? No, don't format. This isn't PEP. You don't have to do that. I'll just go next. Div main, div section, div3 ul. Oh, it's an li. It's not li, not a div. It's li span. So I'll comment that out. And let's go again. Let's stop that. That's gone, and hit run. And we'll go again. Spicy black bean tacos. I really want to make these again. Yay! It did it! It works! That's exciting. That's exciting. Right, we fetched all our data then. in this horribly long method. How many lines is this? 25 through 76, so 50 lines-ish of code. Actually isn't that bad, but this method is disgusting. We're just gonna write this file and never open it again. Given a driver, extract all data relevant to a recipe from the page, and return a recipe object. A quick param driver, web driver to scrape, and then return RTN. What's Google's? I forget what their doc string format is. Return recipe object filled with scraped recipe data. Woo! Exciting! So that'll work. That's all good. All good. I'll add validation into this later. I'll literally add a quick to-do here. To-do, add URL validation in here to make sure request, to validate that scraping request is for a BBC Good Food recipe page. I'll add that in later, because right now I can, you know, yeah, it's fine. So fetch is done, that file's, let's commit this. Added scraping from fet site. That's the worst commit message I've ever written, but hey ho. Oh, it's doing all the PyCache as well. Whoops. Probably shouldn't have committed that. Still one viewer. Well, whatever. I'm having fun, so that's... Hey ho. That's the config. Okay. Now we can start playing with Notion. Now I can start playing with Notion. This could be fun. Okay. This is where stuff gets good. This is all the boring stuff that's done. Well, I say boring. It was just tedious because we had to fetch all the data first. And now that I have a recipe object, I'm just gonna get rid of all these prints because I really don't want to ever see them again, like ever. I'm tempted to message someone and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna start playing with the Notion thing now. Do you want to come watch?" That'd be quite funny. Yeah, cool. So recipe equals that, and then I'll just return recipe. If underscore name underscore equals underscore main underscore because I'm referencing the WebDriver in here. We'll do that. Oh, that means I also have to do that in there. I'll just do all this in here. Cool. Yeah. Is that the yeah to the message people? Now we need to move on to Notion. Because I've created, set up Selenium, I fetched the data, I've extracted the duration, and I had, at the start of this, I created a post-it note that literally has 4 things on it, and we've done 3 of them already, in what's that, an hour and a half? That's not bad. This Notion part could take a while though, because I've never used it before. This, I mean, it was scrappy and it's been ages, but I've used it before. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but the thumbnail I created for this, I'm actually quite proud of. Quite proud of. Right, okay. Let's start. How do I even start with that? Getting started. So I've got everything's all set up. Before stream, I literally set all the. You can get rid of selenium, get rid of selenium, get rid of selenium. I set all the stuff. Like I have a database here for Notion, which is my wonderful thing. And it's all linked up. I have the API keys and whatnot. And now I just need to make the API requests. I might have to do a handshake, that would be horrible. Share your database integration. Because I have the Notion key, Notion base ID. That's Carl. This is docs, right? Let's just go back to the home page. So it's weird. I'm like seeing this in two screens here, which is quite funny. It's a strange thing. Okay, I'm just gonna new file. Notion API.py. Notion API.py. API.y. YPI. Import requests. It's been a while since I've used this library. I've been building so many APIs lately where I call the requests from a JavaScript client. So I know how to make requests from JavaScript. We'll have to play a game with Python. Actually, no, I've been using, Mix of Postman. That's actually, it makes requests really easy. And JavaScript if I've been making web apps. So let's just do a quick GET request then. Let's retrieve a database. Oh no, this is so slow. With this. My internet isn't exactly the greatest, so I mean it's not bad, but I'm not sure if I can handle streaming and uploading and pulling stuff and streaming music, so it's being stretched right now. Okay, I'm gonna then do config. Data was rubbish. Oh, right, fair it is. Let's try this. I'll be home in a few minutes. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Notion v1 database ID. Nothing has meaning anymore. Nothing has meaning anymore. This is still reading documentaries, reading documentation with Angus. Okay. I'm just gonna take a quick 2-minute break. I'm gonna go get some water and some foods and then I'll be right back and we'll tackle this Notion thing. I think I can just do BRB. Because I had the stream starting but that didn't work. I think that's it. Okay, I'll be 2 minutes. Righty-ho. Righty-ho. How do I change this back? We're back! This actually feels so cool. I mean, I've watched so many, like... I've watched a lot of WAN show, and it actually feels quite cool to be in power. And controlling the screens and whatnot. It's cool. I like it. Has the music ended? Oh, no, it hasn't. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Okay, so we need to make a GET request first. To the Notion API, I'll need to do Notion. Is there a base URL? Base. Notion base URL equals. Okay, I'm gonna open up my env file. I'm just gonna pull the screen over for a bit. I'll leave you with a beautiful macOS Monterey wallpaper, just so I can edit my environment variables without people seeing them. Base URL. What is it? Notion base URL equals https:// What is that's the base URL there. Version 1. Dope. We'll save that, close that, and I can pull this back over now. Just so I didn't share my keys with you guys. os.getEnv. We'll say Notion base URL like that. So now we have the base URL. So I can do define test get. And this will just be a quick function I'll run after I've searched. I'm just going to comment this out for the time being because we don't want to fetch it at the minute, because you saw how long it took to run, and I'm just wanting to test API requests to Notion at the minute. Once we've established how it works, I'll then start running both simultaneously so we can send information back and forward. I might also set up a cache as well so we don't have to make the same request 20 million times just for testing. Import, so from recipe book, import, actually that's the same one, I'll just import Notion API as well. We'll say Notion API.get, and that'll just run that function for us. We'll do request dot, can I do delete? Yeah, and patch. Well, they have all of them. This is actually quite a similar module to JavaScript's. Requests dot get. And I'll have to import config then. So import recipe book from recipe book dot config import config, and we'll say config dot Notion. Let's help if I spelled config correctly. New plus slash database, database slash databases. I'm just going to change this into an F string. I think they're so cool. Lowercase f, dollar that, and then slash. Oh no, we don't need dollar. Been doing a mix of JavaScript at the minute as well, so the syntax is overlaps a bit. Config dot Notion base URL. I don't want Notion base. I want the Notion token. Nope. Database ID. Is it? Headers. Notion version. Python. Python requests set header information. I'd rather use Stack Overflow. We just literally specify headers keyword. Okay. Headers equals, and what does Notion want us to pass? The Notion version. So I need to add authorization. Notion version. Actually, I'm gonna go back to my config there, and I'll also add base header config.notion base header equals and Notion version. I don't like the use of capitals, I won't lie. I'd rather just use all lowercase, or at least something. Use snake case. Snake case is so easy. Pep makes code, Pep, PEP makes code look so good. I don't know if other languages have it, but Python's the one the language I'm most familiar with, and I know Pep quite well. Their styling sort of rules. I think it looks good. I'd love to know if other languages have it though, like JavaScript or Java. They probably do. So Notion version. What would the Notion version be? Something. I'll just set it to none at the minute, and then I also need to add authorization bearer. How am I? Content type. Still 0 views. Pog, I guess. Oh, it is literally 0 viewers. Super Pog. Oh, I'm really using that word. Wow. Okay. Notion API. Notion API. I just want to see how they're handling it, because it looks weird. I just don't know it, because it's not key value pairs here in a way. I mean, they sort of are actually. That might be the key, that might be the value. What am I doing? That is right, yeah. So I'll just do authorization, which will then be a do a quick F string. Bearer followed by Notion API key. Notion token. And a Notion version. So it is the 13. Okay, I'll just copy that then. And we'll say that, like so. Oh, I do need a comma there though. And then I'll go back here and we'll say headers equals config dot base Notion base header. Save that, and we'll say response equals, and we'll just print response dot date. I don't actually know. In JavaScript it's response dot data, but that could be wrong. I'll run that. Run. What are we getting here? I hope we don't get an error. Notion API has no attribute get. Test get, that's why it's called. Test get. Let's rerun that. What's gonna happen? I'm expecting an error, honestly. HTTPS connection pool. URL lib 3 connection. Failed to establish a new connection. During handling the bug, another exception occurred. Okay, why don't I just print the URL then? See if I've got that right. Oh, actually, I don't want to print that because that's using the key. I'll just do this part. I have to be careful because I'm using this key publicly, but it's a private key that has to be kept secure. Why am I going there? It needs to run it here. Let's rerun that. Oh wow, it puts it in automatically. That's why. I don't need to add in. Oh, I need to go back to the viewing file again. Pulling this back over here. Oh, it's because I pasted it twice. Whoops. That's quite funny. Pull that back over here and we'll hit rerun, and hopefully that URL doesn't look like garbage this time. https://https. What am I? A muffin. Why is it doing that again? Stop. No, don't do that again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Come on. This hates me. It hates me. I've just pulled it over to the screen again just because it's working, question mark? Oh, I got 200 this time. What does that return? Returns a response. Python request.response attribute documentation. .text. What is it with Python.text? It should be .data IMO. In my opinion. I can't believe I just abbreviated IMO. In my opinion. I hope this doesn't paste anything that's important or secret. Let's find the ID's public. It's just because I'm paranoid. I'm actually going to redo this because I think I exposed my key earlier. Whilst we have no viewers, I'm going to delete the previous integration I created. My integrations. Yeah, because I think I exposed the key earlier, so I'm going to view this integration. I'm gonna delete. Notion delete integration. What's it called actually? Change internal integration token. I'll just go with delete. How to delete an upper task? Close to your home screen. Still 0 viewers. You know what? It's... New integration. Recipe book v2.0. Angus's Notion. Submit. This is internal. I'm going to show. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to save changes. And I'm going to go into VS Code and paste that into my env and not expose it this time. Like an absolute muffin. And there we go, a totally different token. Now I just need to share that with myself. Share. Remove. Invite. Recipe book v2.0. Invite. And there we go, we've got it. And nothing will be exposed this time. Awesome! Nailed it. Well, I didn't nail it the first time, I nailed it the second time. As long as I don't expose it now. Oh, I had viewers at the start, but I was so like nervous at the start and didn't know what to do. Now I'm in a flow. Now I'm coding. Now I know what I'm talking about. Stream. This is. I'm liking this. Cool. Actually, I'm going to run that again, just make sure I've done it correctly. No module found. Oh, whoops, that's because I ran the wrong file. I need to run it from the root. Root. So cool. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. Love it so much. Cool, so we've shared that. I don't think there's anything incriminating here. Not incriminating, but like private here. Incriminating, why would I say that? Private, I mean. The streaming thing's weird. Normally I just have like command lines with exposed API keys all over my screen and just like store them in, you know, okay, I'd never store them in a text file, but you know, when I'm making just text API, normal API requests, I just have the keys exposed. But now that I'm streaming, not that anyone's watching, of course, but I need to hide them. Okay, so what does this return? It returns all of these things. Wow, okay. So I'll do if response.stat. This is request.response.status code equals 200. Else print stop error. Yeah, so we've got response to text there. Object ID created at, last time edited at, title. Huge long title there. Got annotations. Oh, that's all the sub things. Plain text. Properties. Wow, this is cool. Just go to, what did I see in it? Because, yeah, did I not have a... I had a rating system that I created. amazing. Sources. I'll then add the link. Okay. This is cool. This is really cool. Really, really, really cool. Really cool. What does that say? Updated 16 hours ago. I'm gonna stop that now. Hello blue bar, that's more safe. Do I have like... I don't know where... The thing is, I don't know where to start with this, filter object. Database object. Let's start here. Let's start here. I'm really hoping this is well. It looks well documented. It has the potential to be well. Database object. Oh, okay, this is good. The other API I really want to use is Stripe. I'm actually working on an e-commerce project at the minute from my portfolio. That makes it sound so official. I'm just gonna upload it to GitHub, but it's cool. I really want to use Stripe. Stripe just looks cool, and it's so well documented that I actually want to use it. So this has... It does provide a schema. So print that .properties. .get properties. None. Let's run that again. Run that again. String has no attribute get. Oh, I need to parse it. I'm too used to like friendly things that have been abstracted a million times and just handle all this stuff. So Python convert response to JSON. Can you not call? Oh no, you can call it .json, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Yep. What other... I'm gonna delete that. String is not should get. Let's kill that program and hit run again. This is awesome. This is so cool. So properties returns an object. Yep. Schema of properties for databases appear in Notion. Key string, number of properties in the value is a property object. Oh, excuse me. Hay fever. I'm not sure if you can hear, but there's people cutting their grass outside, so. This chair is sinking like mad. Metadata controls how the database property behaves. Each database property contains the following keys. In addition, must contain a type. Type of values, so it contains an ID and a type. import JSON. This is just from my own sanity. I cannot decipher what's being displayed at the minute. Here JSON, parsed equals JSON.load, print, just define this, define pretty, print, we'll take JSON, we'll take J, and then we'll say print JSON.dumps J indent equals 4, we can change that. Sorted key, actually I don't want that. I keep like tabbing to run it for whatever reason. This is cool. This is really cool. So we've created, whatever the heck that means. Oh wow, these are freaky IDs. Creative time. So this is our sort of, I guess this is our database schema. Oh, and we have options and everything. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna blow my nose here quickly. Blasted hay fever. This is so cool. Okay, now we just need to... Okay. So that gets our database. I'm gonna call this get database. I don't know why I keep doing this. I keep tabbing to... Oh, so it's a dictionary. Oh, that's cool. That's a relief. That makes life easy. Where's my cursor? There we go. Delete that. What's it? Yeah, running low on space. Exciting stuff. Need to get a few recipes to test this with. Oh, we do. We have someone in the a new viewer. That's cool. If you want to send a BBC Good Food recipe that you like, so I can test this, that'd be fun. Otherwise, I mean, I have a few recipes that I can test it with, but I'd love a wide range, because so far I've only got one. My spicy bean tacos. which are good. Low key recommend. They're quite good. The pomegranate salsa is like amazing, genuinely, and it could go with anything. What am I doing anymore? I don't even know anymore. So I've got that. We can delete that. That's just pretty printing. I'm gonna send that to the bottom. 2 spaces. 6 subs and likes. Still more likes and subs than viewers. Oh, that's really funny. Is that actually what it is? Let's go to Twitter, where I tweeted it. I should totally plug my Twitter right here. 2 people retweeted it. 0 people watching right now. It says I only have 3 subs. Oh no, 6 subs. It was an outdated one. Likes. Still more likes than subs than viewers. Oh, that's really funny. Is that actually what it is? Let's go to Twitter, where I tweeted. Oh my! It's like a slideshow. Sorry, people. I should totally plug my Twitter right here. 2 people retweeted it. 0 people watching right now. It says I only have 3 subs. Sorry, I'm like watching my own stream here on stream. That's the epitome of not great. You've all seen this. 200s. Okay. What to do now? I don't want to print that. I'll keep pretty printing it at the minute. Actually, no, I'll just comment that out. Do I want to print? There's another one here. I don't really want to do error handling at the minute. If I get the core functionality done, I can come back later and wipe up, like clean up the loose corners. If that's a saying, I don't even know what I mean. I don't know what I don't. Ugh, can't speak anymore. I'll make it work like flawlessly later. I'm still sort of bodging this together at the minute, if that makes sense. So how do I then create one? Let's create a database. Actually, I'm going to open that tab in another tab. Boom, 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 boom. Query. Oh wow, okay. No. Oh no, because it's a page that I'm creating, is it not? Create a page. Because all the database does is point to pages. That's like the Notion thing. A date, yes, here we go, this is what we're after. So now we need to, I'll define another one that says define create page. Actually, I could probably implement this logic into the recipe. I'm gonna split screen this. I'm gonna be working closely between these 2 folders. Why won't it come down? Oh no. Oh no. The mix of streaming and coding is crushing my computer. There we go. I'll close that over. I'll just expand this one for the time being. That's fetch, that's config. Notion API, define create page. So for the time being, this will just be a test. We'll then say request.post f string two quotations like that, and curly brackets config dot notion base URL. Getting tired here. This whole talking consistently for hours on end. Wow. Props to streamers who do this like what, 8 hours, 6 hours, many hours a day. That's insane. It seems like it. You sit here and you're like, oh, it's probably easy, you know, just sitting playing video games or just talking all day. But no, this is. That's tough. Props to them. The database parent page parent. So I need to pass. Oh my goodness. What does this take? It takes a URL and then it takes a data prop. Data equals that, and then headers equals that. I should drink coffee today. Yeah, duds. Yeah, dud. If you watch my VODs, I don't just shut up. I just don't. If you watch my VODs, I just don't shut up. Yeah. I'm freaking tired. This is, yeah. Kudos. Database parent or page parent. So I need to pass a parent, which is an ID. I have that. I can do that. We can do that. That can work. That can work. We'll say parent is passed to the database, which is. Oh, excuse me, Mom. I apologize in French. That's quite funny. So parent will be database dot get, because this does it nicely. It handles everything nicely. Where's database object? It's an ID. Oh, so I really just need to do that. ID. None. Create a page. So parent. What's the database parent look like? I'm enjoying this though. I should do it at a better time next time, because I think everyone's going on holiday at the minute, or coming back from holidays, or on a holiday, so probably isn't the finest of times to do a live stream, but there you go. 3 weeks will be ideal. I think I might do this every once in a while actually. I'm enjoying this. And also if you do this again, tell everyone, and maybe if they watch, you'll get different viewers. Define everyone. Who's like everyone? Because I tweeted about it to my solid 44 Twitter followers. I should put it on my Instagram story. Maybe. But you can't swipe up, you have to save, go to my profile and then click on the link, because you have to have lots of followers before you can swipe up. Who knows? It's a stupid thing. Instagram's gonna die soon. It's following the same fate as Facebook. Facebook's for boomers, Instagram is... I don't get it. Maybe I'm just naive, but I feel it's gonna follow the same fate as Facebook. Because everyone's now using TikTok, not Instagram. That's good to hear. Most people I know tried just gave up because no one watched. All their friends, stuff like that. Gotcha. I don't know. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not looking to be big. I'm just doing this as a sort of fun social thing. Hopefully get some people in chat. Maybe an employer or someone to see me. You know. Maybe get a job offer out of it or something. Not like a full-time job offer, but like, you know, people noticing me. That'd be cool. Exposure, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for exposure. So I need to base that a database ID. Parent is a this. Because that's apparently how they want me to query the database. I'll play their game, don't you worry. Database ID. Is that? Then we need to pass it props. Properties. Big hopes. Yeah, well, I'm ambitious. Oh, and it just echoes it back if it's created. This music's pretty good. So I've passed it the parent. Values of this page, the keys or the names, the IDs, the property. Hang on, let's print. This will totally error out when I run this, but I'll do config.notion .note database ID equals db.id, and if this is true, I don't even need to run the get, I can just send it in the first place. Actually, I need to go to main then. I'll do Notion API dot create page, pass that in the DB because that's what that takes. Save and run, and we're gonna get that long print statement. Print, come on, print, 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 print. Dix has no attribute ID. Oh, that's because it's too used to JavaScript objects at this stage. Oh, this is a bop. I like this song. Let's hit rerun on that. False. False. That's very intriguing. I was expecting them to be the same. They are the same. Agreed. They are the same though. I really hope these are public facing, because if they're not, this could be embarrassing. You do need bearer tokens for authentication, so I'm not sure you can actually do much with that. Yeah, they've been created actually. I just create blank pages. That's quite funny. That is really funny. That's not funny. No, that's not funny. That's broke. It actually worked. This is actually cool. It's not doing what I wanted to do yet, but we've created these two pages. Are no, I meant the music. Lol. Okay, fair dues. Okay, that's cool. So they're fine. I'm not even. Yeah, I'm gonna just use this. What happens if I copy this and paste that in there instead and hit run? I'm hoping we see a third one created. I'm hoping we see a third one created. I'm hoping we see a third one. Am I not seeing a third one? Actually, I must have created them in myself. I'm hallucinating. I haven't passed any headers, so of course that request wouldn't have. Anyway, let's roll with that. That's probably fine. Request.post that. We need to then do config.notion base header. Oh, I'm not even posting it anyway. I've literally only posted it to the base. This is yeah, Streamzilla, that's true. I'm a bit thick. What's the URL? V1 pages. Pages. Parent. Yeah, because yeah, pages is where I want to post it to. Oh, you can't delete a block. Wow, okay. No pressure to get it right then. What are the... I'm presuming properties are... Yes, I do actually need that database then. If I'm gonna apply headings, let's do a new recipe. I like that emoji. I need to give it a title. Let's uncomment that then, because it's the yeah, these are the properties here. Run this. This is just gonna be kept permanently open. Does this not have a name? So what does it... Oh, this is confusing. What the... So I need to property... Yeah, so property name. I hate hard coding things, but it kind of feels like this is necessary in this case. Actually, why don't... Yeah, so I'll do name. as... No, it has to be uppercase N. And it can't be in parent because that's a different thing. Yeah, we have properties here. Okay, let's go. Name. Title. Please. What the heck? Why is that a list? Oh, is it because you can put emojis in it? Booga booga. Stream delay. I'm actually going to put this in here. I'm not going to have the request, but I'll have it format the request in the... Oh no, don't do that. That's way too zoomed in. Way too zoomed out. It feels like there should be a middle point between these two zoom levels. I'm going to define a repra. Yeah, I'll do it as repra, that'll work. This will return a dictionary. That'll really throw them off. Actually, is there an inbuilt Python dunder method for converting class to dictionary? Vars. Wow, there's an inbuilt one for it. I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool. Still one viewer. Text. I'll take recipe here then. That should just... because it has to be in a very specific way. Define format request self. This will obviously return a dictionary. Properties. Request properties. So we'll then have a dictionary. I like it a show. Paste that there. Return. Name, title, text will be self.title. Why is that giving me a red line? It's list object list object properties is a list that takes name, which is that's an object. Title is a list. We then have an object which returns text and has a content. Wow, that's complex. Is that going to format it nicely for me? No, of course it isn't. Insane. There we go. Like that. And then, you know. That looks quite funny. All that for that. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm so glad to have rainbow brackets. It is the best VS Code extension ever. I mean, apart from the Python one. You kind of need that to do anything, but the rainbow brackets, in terms of a quality of life extension, top notch. Top notch. So that's the title. We then need to add a do I need to add a description? Yeah, let's add a description. Let's wait, new page. Add property. This is a description. Oh well, let's see what happens. Title. Create page. Just Streamsly. This will look cool when it's done. This is one of these yeah. This is a project that isn't the most interesting on camera. That's my bad. I do at some point want to build a Google Docs clone as a project. I think that would look cool on stream, because that's something that a lot of people use daily. And collaborative document editing is both something that'd be cool to code, look amazing in my portfolio, and just be cool on stream, quite frankly. We had a rich text. I'm not going to make that same mistake. I'm just going to copy and paste that. Text, content, a dark leafy green vegetable. I'll do stock description. Woo! Exciting! Easy peasy. Lemons are apparently cheesy. So we've added a description now. What else have we got in our cards? This will be the header information. Let's close that off. Oh, I didn't fetch an image. I know I said no more web scraping, but I need an image. Fetch, and then the last one will be image URL, recipe, image, tag equals driver.find elements by x path. Boom. We'll then do recipe tag recipe Python Selenium get tag attribute. How to get the attribute of an element in Selenium. Oh wow, it's literally .get attribute. Attribute. And this one will be, I just need the source. src. src equals. I will then say, let's go back to recipe over here actually, and say image source equal is an str, and that'll equal image source. And we'll do image source is an str, and that will of course just equal blank string initially, because that's how I decided to handle it, which may have been a mistake, may have not. It's not enforcing anything, which is where the may have been a mistake sort of comes in. Could have done better enforcing all these rules, having data in places. And then I'll just do recipe.image src equals src. Wonderful. Can I add a food group? Price. Children. Yeah, this is what we're after. And so continues the saga of reading documentation with Angus. Oh my gosh. I just need the image. There are so many. Let me set the profile photo. Notion API set cover photo. Wow, that's actually new. Wow, this is a really new API. Literally May 13th. This is kind of exciting then. Oh, this is going to be poorly documented by a third party then, if it's this new. That explains a lot. I just want to set the image, rich property, set property value, property values. Retrieve a page. Let's try this. I'm just gonna try. No, it's not gonna work. You need your validation. So I'm gonna define test gets. I'll take nothing. Response equals requests dot get f string. This will be config dot notion base URL, and then what was that? v1 pages slash dollar config dot note that, and then headers equals config.notion base header. Save that. If response.status queued equals 200, then print response dot pretty print response dot data dot JSON actually. And we want to test get. So I'll do that. I'll just comment those out. I'll do Notion API dot test get. Just want to run this because I'm trying to set the profile photo, the header image of the document, so we can make it look beautiful. Is it running? Does it hate me? Definitely hates me. Timeout, yeah, cancel. Run again. Run! Help if I spelled request correctly. Request is plural, not singular. Here we go. So it's got the parent there. But it's not giving me the image. Am I like not able to set this? I underestimated how tiring this would be. I thought I'd just go straight into it with a 12-hour live stream, but nah. Mistake! I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, why don't I just try... I've got a description and I have a name here. Why don't we start with that? I'm going to comment that all out. That was just me messing around with images. And instead of that, properties can be... I need to get the recipe. We'll do recipe format request properties, which will be a recipe. I've not imported it. Import from recipe boot.recipe import recipe. See, it's already losing meaning for me. Recipe. I said this like 2 hours ago, it'd lose meaning, and it already has. Recipe has no meaning anymore. A request.post response equals that. With that, we passed it data, we passed it a URL, we passed it that. So now if response.status code equals 200, we'll pass else. I will print error. There we go, that works. Now we know an error's occurred. Uninformative, but it's there. I'll change it later. Response, then I'll pretty print response.json. Dope. Dope. That's cool. Weird formatting with the brackets going on there. Let's go back to main and define. I now need to run this again. Oh, this is exciting. Then run recipe. Do I need the DB? I don't think I actually use the DB here. I'm going to just get rid of that database. It literally only needs that. let's run it. See what happens. Oh no. Oh no. A big oh no. I did a no-no. So I just need to walk about, sit on a chair the whole time. Get sore after a while. So I can't actually find the image that we just gave it. Copy XPath. Let's stop that. Watch that process die and hit run again. Is that? Oh, yep. We see we get an error. That's exciting. Sorry, I was just responding to a message there. Did that actually work? Let's delete that. And delete. Just want to make sure I'm not deleting any information. That's like a template, so I'm going to keep that. Yeah, we're going to delete that one. And that has potential. Okay. Gallery view, list view, properties. Nice. Let's add a new view. Do I not have a table? That's so much better than list view. Oh, I might have to actually stop soon. I'm knackered. Coming up on 3 hours. I'm gonna go get a bite to eat when we hit 3 hours, and then we'll see how I'm feeling after that. Okay, we'll roll with this. instead of printing error then, let's go back to the Notion API file and we'll print response dot text, because that's an attribute that exists. And we'll send it again. Run! I should genuinely pickle the... I should just pickle it. That would make it easy. Instead of having to do this request each single time. So it doesn't like me because I haven't sent a body. Intriguing. Let's finish that then. Three requests per second. Oh, that's actually really generous. Even if you did, you could implement some really straightforward rate limiting there. Error, status 400, validation error, body failed validation, body.parent should be defined, instead was undefined. Okay. Where... Oh, that's so much better formatted. So we have a parent. We give a parent. We have properties, which is a name, description, feud group, and then a price. For some reason, that is in quotation marks. And then we give it children. But does it hate me because I haven't given it children? I don't know. I really do not know. I actually don't know. I'll define a new form. Let's define can't speak. Define format. Format request. Format request. Children self. And this will return a dictionary. Wow, I'm getting so tired here. Return da. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a quick break here because I am mildly falling asleep. Give me a few minutes, then I'll be right back. We might end the stream, we might continue the stream, who knows? BRB screen. Oh, isn't that magical? Right, I'm gonna end this stream here. I think I underestimated how tired I would be from this stream, so we didn't quite get it finished, but we got quite a bit done. We scraped the site, we connected to Notion. Haven't quite figured out exactly how they want the requests formatted, but we can get that done next time. That's fine. I don't know when I'll next stream, but I'll continue. I'm gonna finish this project. I won't do it in my own time. I'll do it. This is like my own stream one. Yeah. Learned a lot in 3 hours. What not to do, what to do. I think I got kind of a crescendo in the hour to 2 hour mark. I wasn't great at the start because I didn't know what I was doing, and I would kind of have been the lost cause the last hour, so